Hi, my name is Steve Garrison and I'm going to share with you my out-of-the-box experience on my brand new Samsung Galaxy Note 2. Just arrived today via FedEx, replacing an LG Dare VX9700 that unfortunately was not able to withstand a douse in the ocean on my recent vacation in Maui. So it's my opportunity to join the smartphone revolution. This is how it comes, and firstly there are the various enclosure materials. Getting started, it's going to have my invoice and plans, coverages, maps, and the like. Most importantly here, the Verizon 4G LTE SIM card, which I will be inserting into the camera for the next segment. Let's set that to one side. I'll show you what else comes as configured via Verizon Wireless. Here is the phone packaging itself. And one thing you will find is that with Verizon, your only option is to get the phone with a 16 gigabyte internal memory. It does have the capability of adding additional SD cards up to an additional 64 gigabytes. More on that later, but at any rate, you know, in the United States, with the subsidies and the data plans that you're going to need anyway, you know, you basically got to take what they give you, and it is 16 gigabytes. So here is the packaging itself. Set this to one side. Galaxy Note 2. Here is the actual device. And although it is a large piece of equipment, it is thin in profile and not terribly heavy. Notice that the screen itself is easily 2.5 times probably more than the phone that I was using. I purposely made the decision to get a phablet, P-H-A-B-L-E-T, that's what they call this form factor, as it is somewhere between a smartphone and a tablet. I got this because I did not want two devices, and I wanted to be able to easily read web pages, perhaps do split screen and the like. A little bit about myself: I am an IT professional for 40 some odd years. I joined the computer industry in 1967, fresh out of college, and have been working in that capacity, various sales, technical service, ever since. So that is the device. It's protected both front and back with protective covers. I'll be taking those off and then showing you more about the device itself when I fire it up, which will be the next segment. Going deeper into the packaging, we have the manual. Set that to one side. Then a thin edge USB cable. You're probably familiar with the older style that is fatter from here down to here. This is the thin, the same one that my LG Dare used, the same one that my Kodak PlaySport camera used. It's becoming more popular. It's maybe a little bit wider side to side, and it's thin. So you do get that USB cable with the device. However, one thing that you do not get is you do not get a charging unit that will allow you to charge the battery outside of the camera. What they include is a standard wall socket, 120 volt, that you would plug this into the wall socket, this into the camera, and out of the box you would be charging the battery of the camera on board the camera itself. That's a little inflexible, but fortunately, and I will be reviewing this in a separate segment, I purchased 2 batteries and an independent charger to do those batteries at a very reasonable price through Amazon.com. They're called Hyperion, Hyperion. It was only $25 with shipping, and 2 batteries that are compatible with this. This is the battery that I will shortly be putting into the camera itself. They're compatible to this, and it does give me the capability of charging up a couple of batteries and being able to whip a battery in when I ran out of gas, so to speak, on the camera. However, that is the good news on this camera, because during my evaluations I found that there were a number of cameras that had the battery built in such that it was not possible to have extra batteries, and you would be forced to charge the battery on the camera. I really like this feature on the Samsung, that it will just be a process of removing the back cover and in goes a fresh battery. So that's the out-of-the-box experience. You know, I'm excited to get going on this, and I'll be doing more of these little reviews as I become more familiar with the camera. I hope that you found this informational and that you'll look at some of my additional reviews. I do have another device that I'll be talking about shortly, and that is a round-the-neck Bluetooth headphone earpiece setup that should be able to work very nicely with this camera. Thank you very much.